Am I losing my mind? Am I wasting my time? Do I know who I am? I don't know who I am. Can I say I'm the man? I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know who I am.
So confused in this life full of mystery. Guess I'm glad it ain't a life full of misery. I wanna dance, I wanna fly, I wanna let it free. But that's a different side of people they don't wanna see. I've been caught up in my mind sometimes, so I rhyme just to feel alright. And when the rhyming did good, that's when I just understood it was by design. And when I feel this way, I just walk and talk to appear this way, baby. I don't know what to say, baby. I don't know what I am, baby. That's just how I play, baby. Yeah.
I don't know who I am. Can I say I'm the man? Am I losing my mind? Am I wasting my time? Do I know who I am?
Powered by Riverside FM.
What's up, UP Nation? Another episode of Unconventional Playbook. Hit that like and subscribe button. Help the station continue to grow. News out of Vikings training camp. Jordan Addison has been charged officially for his incident about a month ago with 2 misdemeanors and will possibly be facing a 3-game suspension at some point. I'm not sure whether it's going to be a 3-game suspension this year or a 3-game suspension next year. I've heard in some circles that it could be 2026 possibly. So I'm not exactly sure how that works, if there's some sort of appeal process or some sort of process that the NFL has to go through with the Minnesota Vikings for Jordan Addison to get his suspension. Frankly, if I were him, I would just want to get it over with. Get the suspension done, first 3 games of the season, get it done, doesn't have to worry about it anymore. Very unfortunate incident. It says Addison was found asleep at the wheel of his vehicle on a highway near Los Angeles International Airport July 12th. Police reports indicate and now faces charges of driving under the influence of alcohol and driving with the blood alcohol content over California's legal limit of 0.8%. If he's convicted or pleads guilty, Addison could face up to 6 months in jail, pay fines up to $2,000, or lose his driver's license for up to 6 months. Very unfortunate incident, number one, because he put people in danger by driving under the influence, put himself in danger by driving under the influence. And so I hope that he learns from this. I don't know if you guys know this, but Chris Carter has been at Vikings training camp for the past few days, milling around, talking to players, talking to coaches, talking to the owners. You know, Chris Carter is an icon here when it comes to the Minnesota Vikings, and he's had his history of troubles as well. And so I think a reporter, I saw a video where a reporter asked him, you know, was he going to talk to Jordan Addison? He said that he was going to do that, but he was going to keep that conversation private, that we will never know what he said to Jordan Addison, which that's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, I don't care what he says to Jordan Addison as long as he has that conversation with Jordan Addison to help this young man out. This man has a bright future. And as of right now, Jordan Addison is on the brink of throwing everything that he's worked for pretty much his whole life away. And when he got drafted, he says, time to get paid. Well, you keep having these dings. You can ask Antonio Brown. You're going to be out of this league pretty quickly. Like, there's just no prolonged tolerance for that stuff. And Jordan Addison's a talent. Outside of things off the field, on the field, Jordan Addison is a talent. You saw it in glimpses last year when Justin Jefferson was out, how he stepped up to the plate when we really didn't have a quarterback in there. Kirk Cousins was hurt. There were some magnificent games that he played. He's looking fantastic in training camp. They're using him in a variety of different ways. Jordan Addison has to get his stuff together. I am hoping and praying for the young man that this has been a wake-up call for him. So, news on Jordan Addison. Minnesota Vikings gearing up for their first preseason game on Saturday. I mean, how many of you guys are excited for that? Like, I'm looking forward to that against the Raiders. 3 p.m. start time here locally in Minnesota. Lots of things to be unpacked during that game. A lot of things that Viking Nation, Skol Nation, UP Nation want to see in that preseason game. How much will J.J. McCarthy play? How much will Sam Darnold play? Who's going to get the majority of the reps? I don't expect Justin Jefferson to step on that field at all, but everybody else should be getting reps fair game, especially Jordan Addison. I mean, we don't know when the suspension is coming from Jordan Addison. So if he's to miss the first 3 games of the season, he needs to be out there getting the reps. A lot of interesting storylines to be seen during that game. What is the offensive line going to look like? Where are they playing Dalton Reisner, left guard, right guard? How are they going to use Dallas Turner? How are they going to move him around? Now, I know B-Flow is going to be vanilla with his defense, but every now and then he's going to want to see some wrinkles during the preseason games, how guys set up their alignment, certain techniques that they've been working on, certain blitzes. Like, he's not going to open the playbook, but he's going to show a few things. You'll be able to see it. You'll be able to tell. I know how B-Flow rolls. I want to see the physicalness of the Minnesota Vikings during that game. Everything that I've seen coming out of training camp this year is that, along with Kevin O'Connell saying this, is that they want to be more physical. They are having a more physical Minnesota Vikings training camp this year. I want to see that come across on Saturday. One thing I'm interested in that's flying under the radar is the new kickoff rule. You know, the different alignment, kickoffs, how the Vikings are going to address that. I think a lot of teams, as I said in previous podcasts, are going to have kickoff specialists whose attributes directly correlate with the new kickoff rule. I've seen some teams toying around with bigger kickers because now kickers are going to have to make some tackles. So if you have a person that can kick off that's a little bit bigger, it doesn't necessarily have to be your normal kickoff guy. There's some strategy behind this. I can't wait to see it. I want to see Kevin O'Connell's newly revamped run game. Now, I don't expect Aaron Jones to get a lot of minutes, but again, philosophy-wise, you're going to be able to see some things. A lot of good things to watch. A lot of interesting things to watch Saturday. Minnesota Vikings versus the Raiders. Mr. Antonio Pierce getting his chance to lead the Raiders. What quarterback do you want to see more of? That's an interesting question. Do you want to see Sam Darnold? Or do you want to see J.J. McCarthy? For me personally, I want to see J.J. McCarthy. But I'm also intrigued by Sam Darnold. Because I do think Sam Darnold has something. I mean, the guy arguably could have been the number 1 overall pick. Just missed it. You know, the Cleveland Browns went number 1. Sam Darnold went number 3. So the kid can play a little bit. He's not a scrub. But this is his last chance. Like, with all the weapons that he has with the Minnesota Vikings, he's going to have to come through with it this preseason and this season. No more excuses for Sam Darnold. He's set up for success. So a lot of different things to watch for this week leading up to the game on Saturday. I'll have my popcorn ready. I'll be on my recliner getting ready to watch the Minnesota Vikings take on the Raiders. Just want to give an update about Jordan Addison. The news with Jordan Addison. We'll keep following this story. Don't know when the suspension is going to come. It could come as early as before the season starts next year or 2026, from what I hear. I just don't understand why you would want to prolong that, wait that long. Let's just get it done. Let's get it done this year so we don't have to worry about it. UP Nation, keep hitting that like and subscribe button. This has been Unconventional Playbook. Latre, take us home.
Oh, yeah. who I am? Can I say I'm the man? Am I losing my mind? Am I wasting my time? Do I know who I am? I don't know who